So I'll ask that as we go through the initial part of this training, it should only take about a half hour or less. We'll try to open up some time toward the end for some questions and answers. But as we go through, if you would mute your mics, if you do have questions, feel free to type them into the chat. I believe I have my tech support over there. So if I don't see it, somebody may be able to respond to your question. But without further ado, I want to say, first of all, I have the greatest respect for what you guys do. And I completely was oblivious to the level of intensity and pressure in that position. I'm grateful for people having the foresight to know that you would be the most ideal audience to see that chair, the care chair. I'm going to be we're going to be giving some more out to some other locations. But as it relates to the city of Arlington, because we are located here in the city of Arlington, we wanted to take that first initiative to pass that blessing onto you so that you can be efficient, even more efficient to do the work that you do. So this training is about the medical massage chair, and it's for the city of Arlington's dispatch center. What we're going to cover during this training is going to be really three basic things. What is massage therapy? How it works? How it can help you? The process of understanding what it is really enables you to get the most benefit from the process. Because many people will take a massage and really are oblivious to what it's supposed to be doing. So they don't know whether it's working or not. The next thing is that we're going to look at how to actually utilize the chair. Medical massage therapy is actually alternative medicine. Massage is part of integrative medicine. Medical centers offer it with standard treatment and can be used for a wide range of medical conditions, including the studies have shown that it helps in areas of reducing stress, lessening pain and muscle tightness, and increasing relaxation. Improved work of the immune system. Now, this came from the Mayo Clinic. So Robert Elton didn't make this up. It came from the Mayo Clinic. But with that said, I want you to understand this. One of the things that you need to, let me ask the question. How many of you that are on this call are experiencing stress in the position that you're in? Go ahead and type it in the chat. Okay. Okay, this is how a massage helps you. The first step is it helps the lymphatic system. What many people don't understand is that your body's blood circulatory system is what creates empowerment for all parts of your body. In the blood circulatory system, I would liken it unto like when you go through the check-in at the airport. You know, every now and then somebody's got a little something they have to pull them to the side and go through their bags, right? It may not be safe to go through. So what the body is doing, the body is taking things from the circulatory system and put it into the lymphatic system. Now, the lymphatic system does not have a circulation. Only way lymph moves through your system is exercise, heavy breathing, meditation, maybe sometimes, but massage and sex is really the only way you get the lymph to move around your system. So many people use a variety of combinations, but you have access to use a massage chair to help move the lymph through your system and push it out so that no toxins can aggregate. By doing this, it helps to boost your immune system. Now, immune system actually helps you increase your powers of concentration because anytime you're in a state of fight or flight, which is a high stress mode, your immune system shuts down and it concentrates its attention on whatever the threat is. By helping to release that and boosting your immune system, now you have more mental bandwidth to concentrate better. And you'll notice as you begin to use the chair that you can actually think clearer once you've taken a break and taken a massage. So it helps to eliminate that high level of stress. The reality is that the fight or flight mode is only supposed to last about 60 to 90 seconds when you're in this position of severe stress. But in your position, the job that you guys have, it's like every 60 to 90 seconds is happening over again. It's not more frequent. So the thought is that this is why the massage is going to help you. Your nervous system actually has a sympathetic and a parasympathetic system. Most of you may already know this. The sympathetic nervous system is that fight or flight mode. But what's unusual is the fact that when you get in that fight or flight mode and your muscles start to tense up, in your conscious nervous muscular system, if you get a tense cramp in your leg or your foot, you know that you need to do something about it. But In your non-conscious muscular system, when you start to cramp up, there's no signal going to the brain to say it's a problem. So this is why it's necessary to offset that energy. I would like it onto the principle of inversion. It's kind of like this. If you know that if you smile, you can't stay mad. Even if you start off smiling, fake smile, but it's difficult for you to stay mad. When you get tense, when you get in stress, your muscles tense up. So the inversion is true. If you will relax your muscles deliberately, you will reduce your stress. So this is why massage actually helps you. Now, why is Laraca a premium massage chair? There are several reasons, but I'm not going to go over them all. It's the only massage chair that's actually made in America, made right here in Arlington, Texas. It is the only massage chair with UL certification for safety that's Underwriters Laboratory, and I mentioned that to some of the people that were in the session today. If you don't have UL certification, then if something would happen, like somebody get injured, it is an electronic device plugged into a wall outlet. If something would happen, then there's no insurance coverage for a product that is not Underwriter Laboratory certified, because they will say that you use that product at your own peril. Other thing is that it's the only chair that's been scientifically proven to produce measurable health benefits. This study was done by Weber State University, and as we close out, I'm going to give you access to some links where if you want to look at some more details about this, you can find it out. But it is the only chair on the market that's been proven to create results. The only chair with a patented automatic easy entry armrest, and we'll touch on that. It is the only chair with patented noise reduction technology. Now, it may not be such an issue at your job, but when people have a massage chair at home, being noisy can be disruptive. So the Rocco is unique in that respect. It is the only chair with patented over-the-air technology, which means that you have the ability to adjust your programming by just calling in our customer support, and as long as you have an internet connection, we can adjust your program. Most of the time, if there's an issue with the chair, we can fix it via customer support over the internet. But often we create new designs in terms of the routine or what we call the choreograph of the massage. If we do that, then you'll be able to continuously update your chair for the life of the product. It is the only chair with heat therapy for hands, lower back, and feet. It is the only chair with patented foot, calf, and arm rolls. And it is the only chair that has 7 U.S. patents for innovative engineering. Plus, it's the only company that has a care share program that's gifting shares to people like yourself. So how to use the massage chair? That's it. We're going to just walk right into what we're going to cover today is how to use it. It's easy to use. We'll be reviewing the following: how to get started using the chair, what are its features and its functions, what kind of adjustments can you make, how long and how frequently should you use it, and how to monitor your progress and share your experience. First, this is the easy entry patented armrest. Just push the button on the side and it'll give you easy access to get in or get out. Here are the features and the functions that we're going to cover. This is the welcome screen. The welcome screen will have all of these icons, and you're going to know when I finish what these icons represent and how to make use of them. First, there is a top navigation that you can toggle between the functions of the chair. Second, there are 9 pre-programmed massage modalities. And that's like the health, the soft, the quick, the sport, the night, the shiatsu, and the stretch, and TV mode. There are intensity adjustments at the bottom navigation, as you will see. And then there is the on and off backlit power button. Now that button is always going to be lit, so you'll be able to get out of the chair, whatever you need. This is the top navigation. So this is where you toggle between the functions. This is where you see the pre-programmed massage modalities. This is where you have the ability to adjust your navigation, just make intensity adjustments and heat adjustments. And this is your power backlit button. Intensity adjustments. Now, this is what I recommend. I'll go into that in a second. But when you begin the massage experience, you want to make sure that you adjust your intensity at the beginning. So what's going to happen is you're going to have an initial few seconds where it does a body scan. When it's doing the body scan, it's actually measuring the contours of your body so that it'll provide you with the best connection where you need it. But if for whatever reason, the intensity is not where you like it, let's say, it's too strong in my lower back, you have the ability to come here and make those adjustments to each 6 different areas of the body. This is your massage intensity. The range is from 1 to 5, 1 being soft and 5 being maximum. You can adjust in 6 different areas that I just mentioned: calves, arms, feet, lower back, mid back, and neck. And you can make adjustments. You want to make them at the beginning of your massage. Now, you may decide that you want to adjust it during the massage. There is a pause button here where you can pause the massage, and it won't necessarily take you out of your massage routine. But my recommendation is make the adjustments at the beginning of the massage. You have the ability to focus in on particular areas. So if you go to the manual mode, you can identify which area you actually want to massage. So let's say you got a upper shoulder or neck tightness, and you just want to concentrate on that. You can go to the spot mode, and the spot mode will give you the ability to control the focus area of the massage. You'll manually control the massage in whatever area when you push the button, and then you can adjust the intensity in those areas as well. You also can adjust the rate of kneading and tapping in those areas for your comfort. You can toggle between the spots to suit your needs, and you can adjust kneading, tapping in focus areas. You can bypass the pre-programmed massage modes. Settings and adjustments. Now, in your settings, you have several different things that you have the ability to do. One, you can adjust the time and duration of your massage. Standard length of massage should be 30 minutes or less, but you can adjust it to your personal preference. Adjust the volume of the music. Now, there is music. You can actually turn the music off. There are Bluetooth speakers, so you can play music of your desire. But we have music as well as voice response in 7 different languages. And you can pair it to your Bluetooth device if you so desire. This also is the way that you get the automatic updates for life. The duration and frequency of your massage. So how long and how often should you get a massage? How many of you have already had a massage or are frequent receivers of massage? Maybe you got a personal masseuse that comes to the house. See, actually, the mayor, I've talked to the mayor. The mayor actually has a personal masseuse that comes to the office and gives a massage. But how long and how often you should do it is this. At least a single session should not be more than 30 minutes. In fact, in the massage industry, massage manufacturers cannot allow a program to run for more than 30 minutes. Now, you can do programs back to back. So let's say you feel like you want to do an hour. That's up to you. But you just have to restart it because they can't set it for more than 30 minutes. Massage should be at least once or twice a month. Based on the area that you guys work in, it may be much more frequent than that. But you want to be mindful to not overdo it. Because many people, because massage seems so relaxing when they first start the process, they may get in it and want to stay in it or want to do it too frequently. It's kind of like going to the health club. If you ain't been there for a while and you start to try to work out because you want to get there, you mess around and hurt yourself. So take it easy. You should allow at least 1 to 2 days between your massages. So you don't need to massage every day. You can if the situation calls for it. Because as needed for high stressful situations, you may have to have a massage in the morning and in the evening. It depends on your personal situation. But just be mindful of that. We want you to monitor your progress. And there are 2 reasons why we want this to happen. One is that what gets measured gets improved. What we have noticed is that when people start seeing the measurable difference in their health as a result of using the massage, they become more consistent in applying that. And it spills over to other areas of your life. You have a blood pressure monitor with the massage. It'll let you know what your blood pressure is and what your heart rate, your resting heart rate, or your pulse is as well. So you'll go to carechair.org. We actually put a poster in the break room that has all of this information. Also has the QR code so you can scan and go straight to Arlington.carechair.org. And you're going to click the green assessment button. Now, this is how this works. When you do this assessment, it's going to ask you 4 basic questions like, what's your level of, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your stress level? What's your pain that's related to stress on a scale of 1 to 10? And what is your heart rate? What is your blood pressure? When you do this, you can open that screen on your cell phone, leave the screen open after you get your massage, then go and do the post assessment. Go back to that same screen. It's going to ask you, it's going to ask you before, then it's going to ask you after. How do you feel now? Now, we've done this before, with over 7,000 people, so we know that it creates measurable outcomes. You want to record at the pre and post results, and I'll send those reports over to the manager there so that they can know what kind of outcomes are being produced. You want to at least track your progress once a month. You can do it more frequently if you like, but you want to do it at least once a month. You'll notice this is the poster, image of the poster that's there. First step is make sure you take off your shoes, because we do have patented foot rollers on this massage chair as well, but that is also the protected device. So on here, it'll show you where the QR code is and where the Arlington Care Chair is. We want you to share the love. This is what I mean by that. Since we started doing this Care Chair program, we're going to be going to some other locations. In fact, I had a reference from someone that was there today that mentioned there's another location that does similar to what you guys do that would be a perfect recipient. I believe this was Cecilia that we'll be talking to about placing a care chair at their location. Because a couple of things. When you click through to this arlington.carechair.org, it gives you the option not just to take that assessment, but also if you want to find out about what are the health benefits, which massage modalities produces what type of results. So you can click that and find out what the health benefits of the massage are and what different modalities do for you, whether it be relieving headaches, whether it be helping with back pain. You'll be able to focus in on that. But we also want you to share this with the people that you talk to. We want to know how it works for you. This version is what we call the I9 robotic. So that's the 9th iteration of our massage chairs. And we've been improving on this product over the years because we get feedback from customers that say, you know what, I wish I had the chair to do this for me. Or I have this area right here and it doesn't seem like it's producing results that I want. So over the years, we've made adjustments and we will continue to make adjustments, particularly as you give us your feedback on what you feel like you need. So tell us how it works for you. I will return sometime if you guys have had a chance to kind of acclimate to the product and start using it. Now you can feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to give you my contact information, but I will return and seek to capture some video testimonials from those of you that are willing to share your video testimonial. And this is why this is important, because we're going to share it with other people, because social proof is one of the most powerful influencing forces on planet Earth. So when you know that people have actually had an experience and it's produced a result for them, others who may be, somewhat undecided, they tend to come across the fence. So invite others to enjoy medical massage. Now, you may not be bringing people up into the dispatch office. I don't think they allow it. Boy, it is. I know you guys know people. You have conversations professionally. You're talking to the fire department, the police department, the emergency workers. Invite them. They can come to our showroom. When they click the QR code on that website, arlington.carechair.org, it'll give them an opportunity to schedule a massage. They can schedule it 5 days a week. During normal business hours. They just call me a half an hour before they're on their way, but we'll put them on our calendar and allow them to enjoy a free massage. Next, you want to share that with others. Now, this is what I want to touch on as we begin to close before I ask questions. I'm going to get esoterical with you for a second. You have to understand who you are in this equation. You are one of the most important elements for the health and well-being of society. Society is a mechanism, and you are a cell in the body of humanity. How many of y'all saw Osmosis Jones? Type it in the chat. Tell me if you saw Osmosis Jones. It was a long time ago. But the moral of this experience is that this guy was doing battle against some of the deadly and dangerous forces in the physical body for the well-being of this person. He was a cell in the body, but he was doing his job to keep the body whole. The job that you guys do to keep our society whole is indispensable. There's nobody else is in their place. So you are the front line of all of the drama, pressure, and tension that most people don't want to deal with, but you guys deal with it. So it's important that understanding where you are, that you understand what you need to be doing for your own body to keep it whole, to keep it in a state of homeostasis. How many of y'all have saw The Call with Holly Berry? That I just recently saw it. I hadn't seen that before. I started talking to the city of Fort Worth, city of Arlington about it, because this is the epitome of what you guys do. and you run into some serious things. Now, I'm saying that because the fact that you experience stress is not an unusual phenomenon. How to manage stress, people don't always know how to do. Is this the one end-all, cure-all? It is not. But we recognize where you are, and we're going to do our part to start helping you, and so that you can start being mindful to address what you need to address, but to keep yourself whole. Because if you're not whole, then the body of our society is not whole. Now, I say that in all sincerity, because we all depend upon our rescue workers to keep us safe. So I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to share this information with you about your care chair. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to call. We have a customer support team that's on site 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. I am Robert Nelson. This is my number. Feel free to take down my number and my contact information. And with that said, I want to open for any questions that there might be. Let me see if I can stop sharing my screen if I know how to do that.
Thank you, Mr. Nelson. I just wanted to send out appreciation to you because you really talk well about us dispatch. It's nice to get that appreciation. I do have a question for you, though.
Yes.
We're a 24-hour center here, and we have maybe 100 or so employees, maybe a little bit more. Do you guys provide anything like some kind of film to go over it if we don't want to have to keep wiping it down all the time? And what type of wipes do you recommend we use on it?
Great question.
You know, a lot of people don't like to share bodily germs.
Yes, that's a great question. We actually provided a care kit for that product, but I recommend that you have your own. It's premium quality leather, so you don't have to worry about damaging it, but you can have your own wipes. But we have a leather conditioner that was delivered with the kit so that you can maintain the subtlety of the leather. So as you said, we don't provide like sheets to cover it, but you can use whatever you want to use for your own safety. But you should have, like with most devices in most places where people frequent, they'll have some sanitary wipes somewhere.
Okay, that was my only question.
Mm-hmm.
It looks similar to the chairs that they have at Planet Fitness, and I've used them a couple times, so it looks pretty cool.
Mm. Yes, I'm glad you already acclimated. So I definitely want to know your feedback once you get the opportunity to start using the product. Are there any other questions, comments, or concerns? So with that said,
yes, sir.
I guess I'm
real quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way you can send one of these to my house free of charge?
Free of charge, yes, there is a way. Now, I'm going to tell you, honestly, I'm glad you said that because I'm serious when I say this. When you go through that website, arlington.carechair.org, you'll have an option. If people want to get a care chair, they can apply for one. But what we normally do, I'm saying that because a lot of times we'll do it for senior citizens homes or whether people are recovering therapy, and needs to say first responders and the people that are servicing our community. Those are the people that receive priority. But we have sponsors that are putting resources on the table to make this program possible. Because what we do, just like when you look at the care chair, you'll notice it says Laraco Care Chair. Our sponsors will put their name on the care chair because what studies have shown is that when people get into that state of euphoria because of the massage experience and the endorphins are kicking in and the serotonins are rising, they feel good about pretty much everything. And if a brand is recognized when they're in that psychological state of mind, that brand receives positive recognition. And they begin to associate that with the way that they felt. So a lot of sponsors are recognizing the connection and are willing to put up money to position chairs in these locations. So you can apply for a chair, but for the most part, we don't do it for individual consumers, but we try to do it for organizations like institutions like that. Great question, though. With that said, I guess we have covered the gamut. If there are no more questions, I know you guys still have a meeting to go through, so I'm not going to take up much of your time. What I will extend is this. Anybody that desires to get a Laraco massage chair, if you are a part of those experiencing this care chair phenomenon, we're going to provide you with some type of discount because you've had an opportunity to assist us in making our message known throughout the world, helping people back to that state of homeostasis.